Hi everyone, it's Adam here from Ads Productions, and this is the review of the Jabra Elite 45E wireless Bluetooth headphones. The box that it comes in is very stylish. You just take the first sleeve off, then you're presented with the Jabra logo. Once you get this far, you want to go ahead and then pull the tab on the right hand side, which will slide the other compartment out. I like it when the packages are very smooth and very well presented, and as you can see here with the headphones resting in the molds, it does look pretty cool when you take it out of the box. This is a great first impression. When you take it out of the box and you see that the headphones are first presented to you, you can see the two earbuds together. This is actually done with a magnet. I'll talk more about this later on. A nice feature with these Jabra headphones is that when you lift up the little compartment at the beginning, just underneath the headphones, you will notice that there are two other accessories. You've got 4 spare ear molds, as I like to call them, the ones that are eventually going to fit in your ear. You've also got 4 spare earbuds. We've all been there when you lose that individual piece of a headphone and it renders the whole thing useless, although the device is perfectly working. Well, with these spares, don't worry about that. You're covered. So starting off with the design of the headphones. The neckband at the very top is flexible. It's almost got a memory property to it. By that I mean when you put it around your neck and you keep wearing these headphones, it will almost get used to the thickness of your neck and be more comfortable and easy to start wearing. Going further down, we've got two little, how would you describe them? Two little tabs. I'm going to use the word tabs. One of them is a volume up and volume down one, and a button in the middle that controls the power. You can also use the button in the middle for voice assistance. On the back of the volume control and power button, you do have a USB port. This is where you would charge the headphones. On the other side, parallel to it, we also have a tab that doesn't really have any features or function. It's just there to act as a counterbalance, so it's comfortable and looks okay when you're wearing it around the neck. As we keep going down the headphones, we've got the microphone itself, as well as a microphone button on the back. This can be used to mute the microphone. When it's round your neck, the microphone is very near your mouth, and this is by design, so when you loop it round your neck, it actually falls quite near and quite ergonomically to you, so that you're never really that far away from the microphone. I like the fact that the surface area of the microphone is quite large in comparison to other microphones that have a tiny surface area, so that it won't pick up as much noise as it possibly should. You're not going to have that problem with these though, because it's perfectly sized, it's ready to be talked into as it falls on your right hand shoulder and not far away from your mouth. So there shouldn't be a problem with picking up your voice and being too far away from the microphone. And finally, to the part that you're going to be interacting with most, it's the earpieces themselves. So you've got two, obviously, one left, one right. Each feature the ear mold, I'm going to call it, and each feature an earbud. They are obviously marked left and right. They have a solid back, which is of a metal texture, and these can be used to magnetize each other so that when you're done using them, you simply place the backs against each other and then the headphones will turn off. If you disconnect them from each other, the headphones will turn on. Put it this way, you could be out walking a dog, let's say, and then you notice somebody, oh, that's my friend. So then you take your headphones out, you let them fall by your neck, and the headphones will more often than not connect to each other, even if it's unintentionally. Because you're letting them dangle by your neck, the chances are the magnet is going to catch it and turn the headphones off. Even if it doesn't, it's damn easy just to take them out of your ears, connect them to each other, then you save battery life. Easy. If you're going to go to the gym and you want to grab a pair of headphones, you want to shove them in your bag and take them out without worrying about the tangle, these headphones will do a pretty good job. I say this because, as you can see, I'm scrunching the headphones up, just as you would if you were throwing it into a container, and then when you let go, they don't tangle. Even if you try to tangle them, it's quite hard to do so. And what I'm going to do now is demonstrate some background noise with me talking so you get the general gist of what it sounds like on a day-to-day basis. I've now added the background noise of the fan. If you listen carefully, you can probably hear the fan. I'm now going to go and walk over and stand right in front of the fan to simulate high wind. Here we go. I'm now sat right in front of the fan, not even a foot away, and this is what it sounds like. So overall you can hear the Jabra Elite 45E's pick up voice sound very, very well, even in conditions such as this where there's high amounts of disturbance and ambient noise. Speaking of ambient noise, what I'm going to do now, I've found a few clips on YouTube of like fake office sound effects. So if I just type fake office sounds into YouTube, I press search, and hopefully if my internet is still there, which I think it is. I'm just rambling, by the way, so you can have an understanding of what it sounds like, because I know that people like to listen to these reviews and try and gauge for themselves about the sound quality and the microphone quality. So I thought a good sample set of, me rambling and talking complete nonsense is a good demonstration, because it's kind of not really rehearsed, and yeah, you get the idea. So you're about to hear a bunch of noise that's similar to an office. Let's increase that volume. There we go. So right now I'm talking to you again, so you can hear me in an office environment, when in actual fact I'm just carrying an iPad around my room with the sounds of an office playing, with the phone, with people mumbling. You've also got the fan in the background to simulate an air conditioning unit. And I'm back to being just in the room and it's silent. You obviously aren't going to be able to filter out all of the sounds of the wind and the cars driving by. It does its very best, and it does it very well, to eliminate as many of the unnecessary sounds such as wind, cars driving by, but the occasional one is always going to get through. It's not going to be able to capture every minor disturbance or change of frequency or change of sound in general, but I think it does a stellar job considering the price of these headphones. The battery life is decent on these. I got around 7 hours of use. It takes around 40 to 45 minutes to fully charge it up, but again, you can then expect 7 hours of use. Now on to probably the most important part of this review, and that's the sound quality. Not the sound quality of the microphone, but the sound quality of the earbuds when you're listening to media and listening to people talk. Let's start with music. When I plugged these in and I was listening to my favourite tracks, I was actually quite surprised how bassy these were, in a really good way. I must admit, whenever it comes to using headphones, especially of this form factor, I tend to be a bit more sceptical and think, hey, these can't really be that bassy and feel like the sound is that full, but I was pleasantly surprised with these ones. It's also important to say that it's not overpowering, but it is there, ready to pack a punch whenever it's needed. I tested these headphones with podcasts as well. I think that was a good indicator of no instruments and just vocals. Even though it's speaking, it's still just the vocal clarity, and I can say it worked perfectly. All my favourite podcasts, I could hear the voices crystal clear, no crackling, no distortion because it was voices. Everything sounded good to me. I then moved over to some light jazz style music, and because there was noticeable bass, it was quite interesting to hear that it didn't actually overpower or get in the way of the other instruments involved. That is what I was very happy with. Just a quick note, you can actually download the Jabra Sound Plus app to extend the functionality. By that I mean you can enable what voice assistants you want, as well as the hybrid ANC, active noise cancelling to try and block out even more sound. There's also a thing, I think it's called moments. Basically this allows you to create certain moments which are predefined and pre-configured settings for a range of situations, whether it's on a bus, on a plane, walking to work. It basically allows you to select what you're doing, it will adjust the levels. Overall, to be fair to these headphones, they punch well above their weight, considering the price that you get these for. Whether it's the comfortable earbuds or the ear molds, as I like to call them, that fit perfectly in your ear. There's no wiggle room, meaning that you can tilt your head left and right and they will not fall out. Moving down to the microphone, you've got 2 microphones in there. The surface area is cool, it picks up everything you can think of, and it also tries to filter out any of the unnecessary stuff. Slightly odd things are the power button and the voice assistant button on the volume control is kind of a little plastic circle. It could be more friendly, it could be a rubberized button, or just something that's a bit more obvious as to what you use it for. Just a small bit of feedback, that's all. Also, it's a bit strange to me how the other tab or module on the parallel side is just included for weight balance. I think there would be another more subtle way to do this that would make the headphones look even cooler than they already are. I think the best way to describe these are one of the best in its class. I would honestly recommend these headphones to people looking for a semi-higher end kind of budget pair of headphones that's primarily focused on a voice experience, hence the two microphones. It also features some noise cancelling functions when paired with the app. You can't really go wrong. These are an obvious choice and I would strongly recommend them. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Adam from Ads Productions with the review of the Jabra Elite 45E wireless Bluetooth headphones.